so we've got a hit and evade. Very nice.
For something.
We're recording?
We're recording. Oh my god, we're recording.
We started the timer. The timer's not counting down, buddy.
There we go.
Alrighty, so we got some rocks setting up.
Yeah.
We've got good old scum mirror match with a Sarge.
With all the skill involved in a scum mirror match, like rolling dice and...
People know me, I love my summer Sarge.
Yeah, man. A Sarge is your favourite ship, as I recall. Second only to Dengar, is that right?
So on the left we got Actor with a Sarge Bosk. Loves himself some scum. What have we got? We got a very beefy Sarge. Lone Wolf.
51 points, what?
Very defensive. Lone Wolf double stim countermeasures. He's got the Shadowcaster title, so he can tractor beam some people.
Yep.
And punish them with the Bosk. So we got good old-fashioned party Bosk here with VI, who's actually at Particle 9. So there's some Shadowcasters used more as annoying rather than pumping through shots. Got good old-fashioned Forlom Zuckus Dengar. So he's going to get 2 rerolls off Dengar on attack against all of Pete's ships. And if he's not stressed, he can force him to reroll green dice. And he can also shut out a token.
Taking something for that pilot ability is going to bite him in the ass. Yeah.
And on the right, we've got Pete McKenzie. He's a veteran of the stream.
Yeah.
This is
I believe he made it
fourth time in a row
that
he's been on the stream in the past 4 games that we streamed. He's got push
true dedication on it.
Interesting. It's a bit surprising to not see Mind Link.
Well, it got nerfed. It's useless now, don't you know?
Oh, but people are still running a Naldra Fen Mind Linked, and then they run a beefier Sarge. Push Limit Fen's still very solid.
But it was nerfed. It's unplayable, man.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's the end of the world. Biggs is terrible too.
Yeah.
Jumpmaster's terrible.
Yeah.
Wookiee's terrible.
Yeah. All terrible. Just terrible.
We got Push the Limiter Sarge. So Push the Limit is actually going to hurt him against Actar's Sarge here. He's going to stress himself, and then Sarge's Lats is going to get an extra evade out of that. And then we got good old-fashioned Sunny with a Mangler Cannon. That'll be very interesting. See how that one goes.
An entirely original build that he came up with himself, I'm sure.
Oh, you don't see many lists with Sunny floating around at times.
Yeah.
There was one with an Ion Cannon that won a Nationals, I believe, or top card in the Nationals.
Yeah.
And very just cheeky Ion Cannon to control Miranda, Nim, those sorts of things.
Yep.
We are setting dials here. They're both at 100 points. Do we know who grabbed initiative? He's got initiative. Actor's got initiative, so he's moving first. Gives Fen a chance to dodge Bosk. Fen really doesn't want to get caught inside Bosk's arc. It could hurt.
So while they're performing opening moves, you want to talk about how earlier this year Actor knocked you out of the top 4 of a store champ? Yes. With your 2 favourite ships, Sarge and Dengar, in the one list. Like,
right after I beat him in Swiss, the same tournament.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was just getting your hopes up. He was being generous, give you a free win. So
Actor's a very good player, and he's been putting in some very impressive results. He demolished like our first 3 store champs, won all of them, and then decided to go on holidays.
Yeah.
Left the scrubs to give us a chance. You then went to Nats and got top 8 at Nats, running triple scouts, dirty triple scouts.
Yeah, got beaten by a Kiwi. That's just...
he got beaten by Ronan from Sydney. So Ronan was running Dengar Sarge and a Sarge Rex Mindling Scouts.
Yeah.
Because you stressed the whole entire list. So that didn't go too well for him. So we got Sunny coming out with a nice aggressive 3 bank.
Not sure what he's hoping to do here.
Center of the board. I imagine he's going to try and go for a Sarge first, or turn in on Bosk on the side.
See, what he doesn't realise is that he's not Dean. Dean is the one that flies into rocks and comes out in a tighter formation than he does. Then he went in.
He doesn't want to do too much formation flying here. Sunny Bound is more of an annoyance than anything.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
One of these days I'll trigger Sunny's ability.
Because of the Mangler Cannon though, he's probably a very easy 20 points for Actor to pick up for MOV.
Yeah.
So Sarge slow rolling. Actor's a very patient player. He's going to take his time, set up.
Very nice guy too, which is probably the most disarming part about him. He's such a nice guy. How could he be good? And then he just grinds you to dust.
He's very good at figuring out where people are going to fly and positioning his ships, and then when that fails for him, he just rolls natties
Yeah.
and doesn't take any damage and no consequences. It's fine.
Although there was that one time you almost beat him with triple T65, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah, I diced the crap out of him in that game.
No, you're supposed to take all the credit for it, mate. Like, you know, your superior flying, the superior choice of upgrades that Rob gave you that game, like...
Usually see Fen do a 3. I would have seen him... If you're going to slow roll, you're better off probably doing a 2 or just gunning for the 5. They're positioning, so I imagine we're back to dials. Bosk is probably going to come up the flank and then turn in, and from the looks of it, he's going to be able to come in behind Sunny and Asajj unless they turn back in this turn. Probably going to see Asajj has to probably bank. More likely he's probably going to do either a 1 bank or maybe a 2 hard. 1 bank's probably the ideal move. Sets him up to be able to move either direction around the center rock.
Yeah.
Actors Asajj is probably going to do a 1 forward again.
Probably, yeah.
Or he's going to do maybe a 3 bank either direction and commit to a direction.
Yeah.
You're leaning towards right, he probably wants to keep his ships together. Although Asajj is tanky, probably doesn't want to take the full list on all at once.
Yeah. Hopefully you just pick up that 20 points on Sunny and get himself in the lead. And Sunny's off.
So he's doing a 2 bank, which means Asajj is probably doing a 1 bank to slot in beside. Looks like he's setting up to take on Asajj first, which could pay off for him if he doesn't lose too much of his list. If he can probably keep Asajj or Fen alive and trade for Actors Asajj, he can probably get him behind Bosk and just finish the game out.
Yep.
So it's probably a good call going for Asajj first.
And there's the 1 bank from Actors Asajj.
1 straight. Just chilling. Gives him the option to...
Don't have initiative?
Apparently. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe. Looks like Pete actually has initiative according to this.
Yeah, wow.
Shouldn't be too much of a factor. Asajj is just punch each other anyway. So there's our 1 bank. It's interesting because if Pete wants to turn left next turn, Sunny's especially going to get in the way of this Asajj, so that makes his dials a little bit trickier.
Yeah.
He's not going to want to turn right because then he'll be facing away from all of Actor's list.
Yeah.
Just giving him free shots. Might see a 3 hard here from Bosk. So we just got some clarification over which direction Actor's mobile arc is facing. The giant stress token on the top is actually defining that. Wherever the exclamation points dot is facing, that's where the arc is. So at the moment it's facing forwards.
Which is nice for us here on the stream, you know, let's just
So you got
see
3
what's
bank
going
from
on,
Bosk.
Pete. Oh,
Puts the pedal to the metal. It's coming in. You see Bosk doesn't have any missiles, but he does have a Mangler cannon. And using his pilot ability, you can turn the guaranteed crit from the Mangler into 2 hits. So it effectively can still give him a 4 dice attack. And he's got countermeasures for a bit of defense. So interesting to see Fen still slow rolling here. I would have thought he might have tried to gun it past and get behind Asajj. But he can probably still set himself up for a 3 bank next turn. Try and cut in behind the rocks.
Interesting choice of the barrel roll here.
Chances are, because Actor didn't change his mobile arc, he's probably still going to be going forward and most likely to the right. Because if Pete doesn't turn in there, he's just going to get chased by Bosk. Bosk will be behind him, just pump him with damage.
Yep.
So
I do find the choice of title on Actors Asajj to be quite interesting, since his Asajj does shoot last.
I imagine if he's testing out for like regionals and that sort of thing, it's probably to help counter wiki lists.
Yeah,
because if you can throw him on a rock, it usually denies a reinforced token the next turn.
Yeah.
It's James Hartney, who also he made top 16 at Nats, got knocked out by Actor. He was running the Shadowcaster to help mess with Wookiees in his Dengar Asajj list. And he was talking about throwing Wookiees on the rocks all day and just wrecking Wookiees.
That's a fair call.
Wookiees are a lot more fragile without it.
There he is, range 3
Got
shot
some
from Boss.
fires. So Boss is going to fire his Mangler Cannon. He probably won't fall on here. Yeah, on the tray. Nailed it. Oh, solid roll from Actor as always. He's going to spend his focus and spend his Mangler Cannon ability for 2 hits and a crit. And
got them nice gem dice there.
he's thinking about forelombing at the moment to shut off a potential focus token.
There it is.
So it works for him. Oh, he's going in for Zuckus as well.
Well, doubling down.
Which is okay here because he's only getting a single stress, which means he can do a green next turn and turn Zuckus
And
back
he's
on.
just blown Sunny off the table with 4 hits.
So he's used his ability 2 hits. That will actually one-shot Sunny.
Damn! And
It's the risk. That's the risk of putting a lot of points into Sunny. She's still very fragile, and that's 20 points that's off the table.
4 health, 3 green dice, practically immortal. What are you talking about, man?
But you're looking at natural green dice that you also have to re-roll
Look, we got some pretty
successful evades
explosions
for.
for you watching the stream.
It's a very unfortunate result, especially because haven't even really engaged much yet. Although this potentially makes, depending on which way Pete's mobile arc is facing, potentially makes the decision to turn Asajj right a little bit easier now. Or he can try and turn left and block Bosk, but his boss is going to probably do a 1 bank this turn.
Yeah.
Clear his stress and set himself up for another shot on Asajj.
Yeah, that's just going to hurt Pete here quite a bit.
Actor's Asajj probably doing a 1 bank right, and because he has initiative, Pete has initiative, he'll be able to see where Pete's Asajj go, and he can change his mobile arc to the left if need be.
Yep.
But you'll probably just 1 bank in and evade, and then stim if he needs to, and if he feels like he's in a bit of trouble. Then he has to focus evade and countermeasures if he gets desperate.
Yeah.
Looks like Pete's Fen has stressed himself last turn and pushed the limit.
Oh, that's...
So he's probably going to have to 2 hard here, which isn't great. He probably would have been happier being able to do a 3 bank. Right, so apparently Pete Actor does have initiative, and they've now remembered that.
So I guess we're right in the first place, but...
So he's turning. So here his decision, yep. So he's going to change his firing arc, just in case Fen turns in or if Asajj turns right. And if he gets desperate, he can still use Glitter Stim to get himself a focus. He'd be pretty close to turning off Lone Wolf if Bosk does a 1 bank in. So they're just discussing the Shadowcaster title again here.
Yep.
And about how it triggers, and I'm pretty sure it triggers off the attack hitting if you're in your mobile firing arc.
Yes, range 1 to 2 in the mobile firing arc.
So Pete's doing a 3 hard left.
If Fenrir gets unlucky and turns in here, he'll be double stressed.
Which means he's probably he's dodged Asajj's stress ability there, which is pretty handy.
That's very nice.
Looks like he's changing his firing arc, so he's probably going to be shooting Asajj here, but if he stresses to push the limit, that's giving Asajj a free evade.
Do you think it might be worth boosting here to try block Boss?
Yeah,
it's an
interesting
interesting
that he
choice.
had engine. So it's a very good call, unless Boss is doing a 1 forward and might be able to slip in beside him and use his auxiliary arc to still shoot him. So it looks like he changed his arc and boosted. It's very risky because it leaves him with no offensive mods or defensive mods.
That looks like a 2 bank from Boss. No,
1 gentle. Wants to clear his stress, so he's going to bump. Actor, I suppose, is not too fussed with that. He's probably going to actually maybe bump here, let Asajj fly past, and maybe go after Fen. Get Fen off the table. Because Fen's problematic for Bosk. So imagine Fen's probably going to do a 2 hard left.
Painted at FFG base, just working its magic here. Big
You'll actually notice Actors using the Carolina Crate templates. You receive them for tabling one of the podcasters. 100 zip podcaster, and you get a set of those very nice templates.
Very nice, very nice. And knowing Actor, I honestly believe he could do it. So
I'm not sure if he's potentially bought those or if he has actually done it, because a lot of the podcasts are in the States. I can't remember whether it was. He may have found them on eBay.
Well, eBay is the hardest.
eBay is the hardest opponent to conquer.
Yeah,
Has the best price support though.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's go too hard in here. Fenn's probably just going to focus and maybe target lock just for later.
I'm thinking a barrel roll boost forward.
Yeah.
Because that won't take him out of the mobile arc. But the double stress is risky because
if he spends too many actions repositioning, it doesn't matter. He's going to be stressed natural dice. He's not going to hit a Sarge if he boosts. He needs a focus to actually modify his attack. So he's probably making sure he's at range 3 there.
Look, if he's out of arc, he'd probably be better taking a target lock, I think. But
he could take the target lock if he's confident being out of arc, but Sarge's base, it's very confusing. Those side arcs are slightly bigger.
It's huge.
So I wouldn't be surprised. It's very hard to tell because Sarge is so big, but I think he might still have Fenn at range 3.
I believe he took it.
I think that's a target lock. So he's put a target lock. Start of combat, a Sarge is triggering effective stress actors Sarge. There's no reason not to do it.
Stress for days. Stress for days. It's going to be great. It's going to be huge.
Well, it gives him basically an evade token with Lat's Ruzzy crew.
Yeah, there's no reason
so
not to.
whether or not the stress stays there this turn, he needs to do it. I suppose Actor's checking, weighing up some options here. Actor technically with initiative has to do his stim effect first if he wishes to stim.
Yep.
That's probably what we're looking at here.
And it'd be pretty risky to stim here because he'd end up double stressed out of that.
He would, but if he gets a solid hit on a Sarge, one of those stress will probably get spent for a defense.
Yep.
And he's getting shot by 2 ships here, so it's probably worthwhile stimming.
There it is.
So we do see the stim. The question is, does he want to countermeasures? He probably won't here. Yep, so Fenn's at range 3, no stress from there. And Pete's going to be able to stress Actors Sarge.
So it's a double stress on Actors Sarge?
Yeah, but Lats is going to clear that. Unless Actor absolutely whiffs out and doesn't really get any solid hits in.
Yep.
In which case, I would be willing to take maybe a hit on a Sarge to keep Actors Sarge double stressed.
Yep.
So we see Fenn, range 3, rolling natties. Hit, double crit, and a Sarge stim kicks in and takes no damage.
Oh, that's great.
So someone expected, we weren't expecting Fenn to get hits in there, even with natties. Between stim, potentially lone wolf, 3 dice, and he can spend lats to remove Fenn's stress, he wasn't likely to get damage through. This is the big issue with Pete's list against the Sarge.
Could he have used, even though he got the natties on the defense, could he have chosen to trigger lats to clear the stress?
He could if he wanted. There's no reason that he would.
He would. Fair enough. There it is.
So this is Actors Sarge shooting the Pizza Sarge, 3 hits. That stim doing work for him. So you see Pete rolling 2 dice on defense, and will potentially get lats to be able to dodge 1. Actors trying to say, oh, you take 1 of the stress. And we see natties from a Sarge.
And there it is.
He's spending it for lats, so that is no damage. Would have been maybe, you could be maybe tempted to take the 1 hit, leaving double stress.
Yeah.
But Actor is actually quite action independent.
Yeah, he's got Lone Wolf for the rerolls. He's got
Lone Wolf for rerolls. He can still stim again if he's desperate. And
not as good.
Pete's lats, a Sarge rather, is returning back into Actors, and nothing happens. Shock horror. When there is stress on the table and a Sarge both sides, not much is going to happen.
Oh yeah.
And this is Pete's problem right now. He has 2 push ships now. 2 ships have pushed the limit. And I know from experience that they do not do very well against a Sarge. There's a risk of getting double stressed, and you're constantly losing 1 hit every single time you shoot at the Sarge.
Yeah, it's rough. You either, you're taking that stress, which they clear for the defense, or you just don't clear the stress at all ever again.
So it is doable. You got to fly. You got to pick your shots, pick turns where you don't have to stress.
Yeah.
But it does make it a lot harder to take a Sarge down.
You could take 1 action a turn, but then you've taken a 3-point upgrade for no reason. So.
And so now we'll probably see Actors Sarge might actually do a 3 hard left and try and just get out and reposition.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a
Bosk
bad
might
call.
3 hard left, try and either catch a Sarge as she runs or catch Fen as he comes in.
Yeah.
And that also puts Bosk in the middle and potentially switches targets, which means he doesn't have to worry about Lone Wolf being turned off for a turn. You'll probably see Pete is either also is going to 3 hard right or maybe do a 3 straight and boost to try and get a Sarge into a
Please
better
pay no
position.
attention to our tech support changing the UI in the middle of the game.
Playing around with fonts.
But new fonts, new zooms. That's great. Take a vote in the comments on what you guys want to see.
The one before it was better. That was not too bad. Yeah, not like that one.
Too small.
Too
That was a
bold.
bit too small, too bold. Yep, so Actor's doing a 3 hard left.
Hey, Comic
That-
Sans. That's where my vote's going,
Patented
guys.
a Sarge 3 hard. He's already got his mobile arc facing towards Fen, so he's probably going to take an evade action here. Or maybe turn his arc backwards. I think the evade's probably the way to go here. And just threaten a Sarge.
Yeah, but
So he's used 1 stim. He hasn't used countermeasures or his other stim yet. He's gone for a target lock, getting some offense. That makes sense. Again, if we think that we think Bosk is going to do a 3 hard left here,
Come to me. I can bring them up.
we'll see some
what are
Nats.
those target
They're the target locks from this year's Nats. So you get them for
really?
top 16 at Nats.
that's nice.
There
Real
was
nice.
about 7 people from New South Wales that got them.
Nice. I probably would have seen him if I wasn't a complete trash at this game.
None of them from Onyx Squadron. We just run good events. We don't
Yeah.
actually win them.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's part of the.
That's overrated.
That's part of how you run good events. Like,
People have been
You give other
people
people
have
a
been
chance
winning
to win.
events since the start of the game. It's time to mix things up a bit.
yeah, you know, run good events.
Tell them Jai. The Jai came 13.
Yeah, we have the Jai Pierce from Penrith Bounty Hunters and Blue Squadron. He's came 13th with Chewie and Lebo.
Just ask him
Pretty
about
impressive. He'll tell you about it. If you wish, he will sign an autograph.
Yeah,
You will have to pay for it though.
yeah.
He's
Wow.
he's X-wing celebrity now.
Yeah, so he's almost up there with our own Eddie Chocolat then.
Yeah, except he's actually kind of good at the game.
But come on, Eddie
and-
won Worlds 3 times. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, but Eddie also flies off the table.
That's true. The pain
We don't call him 3 hard Eddie because it's his porn star name, alright?
Yeah, well, I mean, that is a pretty good porn star. Now that's one way to get off topic, isn't it? Yeah, we got that 3 hard coming.
Patented
from
3
Buck.
hard. See, read an actor like a book.
Honestly,
Actor
like,
needs to get more unpredictable.
I played this game for
Scrubs
like
like us are figuring out what he's doing.
Yeah, look, I've played this game for like 10 months, and it seems scum big ships only have 2 maneuvers: 3 hard, 3 bank.
Oftentimes they now have 5 straight these days.
Yeah, wow.
4 reasons.
The Lancer, I know this
And
does have
they're often
that.
green as well. So Fen, what do you reckon, doing a
I think a 2
3
bank.
forward? 3 forward. I don't necessarily agree with it. I think the 2 bank was maybe a better maneuver. I reckon even turning out to the right and just getting out of dodge for a turn. 'Cause he's probably going to get stressed here unless he barrel rolls to the right in front of that rock. And then he's going to have to pray and focus, which it's probably not even worth focusing because Bosk is just going to fall on it. He could be taking some pain here on Fen. He definitely turned into Actor's trap there. And
There's
Actor's
just no way
very
he's
good at
getting out
this.
of it. There's just no way he's getting out of that arc, unfortunately.
He's not getting out of the arc. He's probably going to try and get out to range 3 of a Sarge so he doesn't get stressed by her
Yeah.
ability. And so he's going to try and squeeze in front of that rock. That looks very close.
I think he's got it.
Just squeezes in.
Quite tight.
Confirming.
Confirmed with Actor. Like, Actor's a generous guy.
So here he can stress himself to get the focus to try and force the fall on and eye on Bosk, but Bosk probably wants to slow roll next turn anyway.
Yep.
But it does mean that Bosk, if he zuckuses, he can't clear his stress.
Yes.
Having said, if you don't take that, you're taking 2 natural hits. If you take the focus, you'll at least get it against a Sarge. So he probably needs to
Perhaps
do
the target lock.
it. He probably wants the focus here. He can at least use the focus against the Sarge's attack.
There it is.
Because he's taking a range 3 from Bosk, but he won't get the extra dice there, and he's probably going to get zuckused and forearmed. And then a Sarge is going to shoot him at range 3, and you'll want the focus there.
Yeah. Range
Not even
3,
sure
would that even be
if,
through the rock, I think.
So start of the combat, stress from Asajj for days. So boss getting stressed by Pete's Asajj.
Now you can't Zuckus when you're stressed, can you?
You cannot, so this actually does shut down Zuckus for a turn.
Nice.
So that makes Fen a little bit tougher.
But not by much.
He
But
can
I
still,
think he'll
having
take
said
whatever
that,
he can.
if Actor uses Fall on, well, looks like he's going to bosk into Asajj actually.
Interesting.
Yep, so he doesn't want to shoot at Fen because he's got thrusters.
Yeah, that's
So he's going to take a
fair
range
call.
one at Asajj, that's fair.
And he might force Pete to clear the stress off him. So,
Yeah, still won't be in time for him to be able to do Zuckus, because that would happen in the defense step.
Yep.
And Zuckus happens before the opponent gets the mod.
yep. So is he only in the auxiliary arc for Bosk there?
He's probably going to use the auxiliary arc anyway because he wants to 4 dice at range 1.
Yep.
Mangala would only give him 3.
There it is.
So he's going to Dengar. And
Bandit.
there's no reason not to spend the focus. It's not worth playing defensively with Bosk. He usually only gets a few shots in the game before people either kill him or get behind him.
Yeah.
And so you might as well just go all in on offense and make people just kill Bosk and do as much pain as you can as you go down. And you want Asajj as your endgame anyway. Asajj 1v1 against a lot of ships is very, very formidable, very tanky.
Yeah.
And Actor's set up himself quite nicely here to switch targets on the Bosk, while Bosk
Yep.
gets a few shots as Asajj comes back into the fight.
And here we get some greens.
So you got to
Well, we
focus
have
on
the
the He's
focus
probably going to
first.
spend the stress, and he's probably going to spend the focus here. Maybe he'll take the hit, risk it. So he's taking...
What will we see here? Definitely use the focus no matter what. And
I don't know
we'll see
about
that.
the focus. I definitely use the stress. You can potentially keep the focus for your attack.
That's true. You still
4
have...
dice with the focus. Oh no, he's spending. We just knocked the rock out of the corner.
Yeah, well, that's all legit, guys.
Whoopsies. Pete knocked the rock, and now they have to try and reposition it.
It's
So
not wrong,
we
though.
have Scrub. Fen
You
doesn't
gotta
have
be
a shot
pretty
on
scrubby to bump
Bosk.
the rock. It's almost as scrubby as 3-harding off the table.
So
but,
Fen doesn't get a shot on Actor's Bosk. He was out of arc. The price he had to pay to get out of stress range of Actor's Asajj.
Yep.
So now we're up to Pete's Asajj shooting into Bosk. 4 dice with natties. The way Pete has rolled a couple of his attacks so far, probably going to get 4 hits.
Yep. No, 5
Probably
hits,
shouldn't
mate. What are
get
you
more
talking
than
about?
probably shouldn't get more than 2 though.
No, he's gonna get 5 hits. Let's be honest. It's Pete.
Oh, we should see a couple damage in the Bosk here. There you go, 2 hits and a crit.
Can't argue with that. That's 2 shields gone off boss.
Couple of damage into Bosk. 2 shields off Bosk.
Start.
I was on.
Bosk. 2 shields. And now we're probably going to have Actor's Asajj. He's probably going to see if he has range 3 onto... We know he's got Fanny. Maybe he will try for Asajj. No, not wasting his time for that. So Asajj shooting 2 hits. He took a target lock. So he's not going to spend it. Not worth it.
Greens for days.
Dodges it. Good thing he had his focus just in case.
Oh, yep.
Because he couldn't auto thrusters any of that.
He could not.
And
Now, didn't you hear? You can, in fact, auto thrusters out of any auxiliary arc. Obviously. That's how it works.
well, it's at range 3, so he'd be able to auto thruster, but he didn't roll any blanks.
True.
Can't auto thruster focus. The most disappointing roll ever.
Yeah.
Suntir, no focus. Roll all the focus.
Yeah.
It's one way to get Suntir dead very quickly.
Yeah, I don't know how you play some team, man. I just...
Because it's fun. He's
Yeah, but
a lot,
your brain
he's a lot
has to melt, man.
He's a lot less good now. He's a lot
Doesn't he
more
ever
hard
good?
counters.
Come on, man.
Around the time the auto thrusters came out, he was everywhere. He was the main Imperial man.
Alright, you're going with Kylo. Get your glory days.
And then in Wave 8, when Inquisitor came out, you had Palp Aces 2.0, Fell, Inquisitor, and typically the Sensor Jammer Shuttle.
Yeah.
That was like the quintessential Palp Ace list when you could argue Palp was at its highest in the meta. And it's kind of dropped off from there with defenders coming out.
Yeah.
Sabine and bombs becoming a thing.
Sabine
Intel
is
Agent
the most
Jump Masters.
intensive part of the game. When hey, Intelligent Agent is so hard to use correctly, alright? Like, do you even know what you're talking about, man?
Intel Agent is very good on a Jump Master because it has a dial and the actions to be able to support basically putting its ship wherever it wants. And because it's a large
Jump
base...
Master's a crap, man. Like, only half its dial is good. Like, come on. It's only good at flying left, man.
Yeah, the other half is broken, so I'm okay having half that's good and the rest broken. I think that's a pretty good dial on the whole.
Yeah, nah, man. It's terrible.
Clearly could have done with maybe, you know, a green sloop.
Yeah, at least white. You know, you got to keep it balanced. Got to keep it balanced.
So back to our game here. Fen could too hard in, but it'd be a really bad idea.
Here we
He's
get
probably going to. He's going to either try and get cute and like 3 straight pass. Actor coming back in. Makes sense. Keeps his arc facing in, so if Fen does turn in, he can still keep shots. He's already taken a target lock on Fen, so he's probably just going to evade here.
realistically,
maybe
I think
focus.
we're going to see some sort of.
Yeah, so he's
we
taking
might
a
see
focus.
2 from Fen here, but that's too hard to turn out.
Too hard turning
Out.
2 straight.
Oh wait, ooh, that's a Sarge flying.
Sarge doing
Beat,
2
boot.
straight. Fen's going to either have to too hard right, or he's going to be in a bad spot if Bosk comes to play. And said that, Bosk is going after a Sarge. I think Actor knows that a Sarge is probably a bigger threat than Fen going into the late game.
Yep.
Because Fen will have a lot of trouble taking out a Sarge. If he has to keep pushing.
Can't get MOV
Probably
or
see-
can't kill, can you?
Probably going to see a 1 forward from Bosk. Because he doesn't want to stop to get and turn off Zuckus again, especially if he's going to get stressed. Oh, no, we do see the stop. So he's probably going to get double stressed there if he's range 2 of a Sarge.
So what are we seeing? Oh, yeah, too hard.
Too
right
hard
out.
out. Correct call. Can't afford to turn in there and just get Bosked. That's probably why Actor stopped in case Fem was going to go try and bump into Bosk.
Yeah.
And then get behind him.
Yeah.
Because you could bump into Bosk 4K and now you're behind him.
Yeah. And you basically just killed him at that point. Eventually.
Bosk will be seeing himself double stressed though.
And that is a dangerous spot to be. But
Well, it's more annoying than anything. One of them's probably going to get spent on defense. Bosk still has Dengar to modify his attack.
true.
So it looks like Fen's probably taking a cheeky target lock on Bosk before boosting out. So now he's probably... say if he wants to boost, he probably should boost left.
Yeah. He needs to regroup with the Sarge, I think.
Not just regroup, but try and get behind Bosk.
Yeah, and get behind
Because
Bosk.
if he goes right, both your ships go in the same direction into the same corner.
Yeah.
And he's
he'd
just going to
he'd
get
just be
cornered.
corralled at that
Especially
point.
because the Sarge is coming back around.
Yeah.
Act as a Sarge is going to sweep back through that corner. So you see a 3 bank out of him next turn. Maybe and just try and punish probably a Sarge. He's probably going to ignore Fen for a turn.
Let's see that range 2 crate ruler get good.
Isn't a Sarge range 2 ending mobile firing arc, not range 2 in arc? So you measure closest to closest and check if you're in mobile.
Oh, okay.
So Bosk is at range 2,
Yes.
and he's in mobile arc, so he gets stressed.
So it just works up.
And my fellow commentator there having to take a quick break to clarify the rules of Assault.
So just making sure, so Sarge actually checks range to the ship first, and then checks if it's in the mobile arc.
So what he's saying is it's even more broken than it is on paper.
Yeah, so if you're...
Because you get that little range boost from your corner, and then, I'm mobile arc, guys.
Yeah, so you can be range 3 of the mobile arc, but also be range 2 of the ship.
And there we go.
So you choose a ship at range 1 to 2, and then if it's in your mobile arc, it takes a stress.
Yeah, well, would have been nice if I were
Now they're probably
when I was
checking
playing.
the obstruction with Bosk shot into Sarge.
I think it'll be a clean
I
shot.
think it's a clean shot. The Bosk rolling, he's probably going to Dengar 2 of these. Or he should Dengar 2 of these.
There it is.
Yep, because he doesn't have any actions to modify it.
Unlucky.
Unlucky, 1 crit.
Watch it go through.
Shouldn't go
And
through.
there it is.
So the frustrating thing there for Actor is he doesn't get to clear that stress that the Sarge gave him.
Yeah. Nor can he turn the crit into 2 hits.
Correct. Boss can only do that if his attack actually hits.
It's guaranteed direct hit every crit. Well, first crit anyway.
It's really good at eating through the shields when crits wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then when you want to actually hit those damaging crits...
And then you get those super useful crits, like assign a stress token, put face down. Like, that's probably like the best crit in the game.
It's a very frustrating crit. I wouldn't say it's the best crit in the game. Best crit in the game is Blinded, only because it's most of the time when it comes out, it swings most games.
Yep.
It's soul crushing. And extra stress is frustrating on certain ships, and it's annoying.
Sorry, I had a little something stuck in my throat there. We got a hit. A crit goes
Sarge.
through. So Bosk is.
So Bosk in fact is range 3 obstructed because of the Sarge's arc.
Yep.
So that actually was a shot in Actor's favour. That's why he got 3 green dice.
Yep.
So Bosk has taken 3 damage now. With 25 minutes left, we're probably going to see Actor focus on killing a Sarge, or at least getting half points on a Sarge.
Yeah. Although, if he loses Bosk, he'll be in trouble. But I don't think he's at much risk of that.
I reckon his endgame condition here is probably at least kill a Sarge and trade Bosk.
Yeah.
If he kills a Sarge and Sunny, that's 66 points, that'll give him enough to win the game. If he can't kill a Sarge, he will lose, because even half points on Bosk is 24,
Yep.
which would put him behind.
So what do you think we'll see out of Actor? Do you think we'll see maybe just a 1-4?
He's probably going to do a 1-forward on Bosk, try and clear stress, just kind of keep the pressure up. At this point, he's accepted that he's not going to get Zuckus.
Yep.
He's probably avoiding Forlommy again because, one, his attacks aren't likely to go through too much at the moment.
Yep.
And he doesn't want to eye on himself while he's double stressed. He wants to, because otherwise he'll end up triple stressed.
Yeah.
And then it's almost too far gone. Like, he's just not going to get rid of that stress.
And then just play count the stress tokens at that point of the game. And that's a fun
it's
mini
like
game to play.
Good old-fashioned Dengaroo.
Yep.
Where if you don't end up with 30 stress on Dengar at the end of the game, you're doing it wrong.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's completely fair.
Actor's Sarge is probably either going to try and too hard and cut through, but more likely he's probably going to do a 3 bank and come around the Moustache Rock and try and get a Sarge in the
glorious
corner.
Moustache Rock. There are many
So there's your 3 banks. He's going to try and pin a Sarge down over the next couple of turns between both his ships and really put the pressure on.
And there it is.
And if Pete does a 3 bank as well, because a 3 hard would face him towards that rock, he's going to end up in the corner, and he's also going to end up with Boss just being able to keep chasing him and probably getting 3 or 4 more shots off.
Yeah.
Which is not what you want to see. If you let Boss get lots of shots, he does do a lot of damage.
He is a monster.
So he's,
which is why he has like a shuttle level dial.
So Actor's in a very good spot with Bosk at the moment. So there's your 3 bank. You might see him here focus and evade.
Yeah, you might. Do you think we'll see the arc come to the right?
So he's turning the arc to the right.
That's a good call because if Bosk comes
he's turning it backwards. I don't think he wants to turn it backwards.
No, if he turned it to the right, he would guarantee
he wants it to the right. He doesn't want it to the back.
And potentially get Bosk if he needs to. But
I thought his arc was already to the right because he shot out of it last turn.
Yeah, it would have
been. Maybe Actor just knocked it when he was moving the ship. So he has focus evaded. Actor's doing a 1 forward.
That's going to be real solid.
And
there's the 1 forward.
Fen, you'll probably see do a 2 hard left and maybe
maybe a boost
in and then focus, try and set him up to get behind Bosk next turn.
And there's that Fen rounder. There it is.
There it is. I'd say boost in, he would get a shot on Bosk, focus for the defense, and help set him up, get behind.
This is where Actor needs to be a bit careful because if once Fen rounder closing range 1 against Bosk, it's
potentially
it'll be evaporating.
Potentially, Bosk and Fen, Bosk being a big ship, he can't slow roll enough to stop a too straight from Fen. Fen can just keep slotting him behind him. I think Actor's just going to accept that fact and try and trade Bosk for a Sarge here. Because that basically seals the game for him. Full health of Sarge, still with stim and countermeasures, so the first time that Fen gets that range 1 shot, he's going to be denied a target lock on it.
Definitely.
And that makes his 5 dice attack a lot less powerful.
Unless your Pete is rolling natties. And there's the get good range ruler coming out again. A personal favourite.
Getting stressed. The same rule from last time working in his favour. Sarge being in range 2 and also in the mobile arc. So that's what they're... And getting stressed in return. Asajj Wars. How fun. That's alright, I only want a third of my face in. I need to protect my image.
What image? You came like 63rd at Nats. I was smart enough to not go.
Did you say 63rd? Ooh.
Something like that, I don't know, something crap, right?
Try closer to like 97th.
Oh, sorry, I must have been thinking of Dan for a second.
Dan got around
Yeah,
70th.
Dan actually did good. Get good scrub.
No, but as we do know that I played tougher opponents than he did.
Yeah, you did play the slow jump and triple jump master himself.
I did in fact beat triple jumps with my Raklo, so it doesn't matter what my record was, I beat triple jumps with my Desi.
Slow playing triple jumps, mate. That's the important distinction there.
Crossed that hurdle. It was a very close game, went to time.
I'm sure Intel Agent is a very fair upgrade against your list.
Intel Agent is not very good against. It's frustrating for my list, but good jump players often know where you're going, and it kind of just confirms whether you barrel roll left or right. So it just removes any sort of risk.
Here we go. Roll and dice.
So we see
This would be Boss. And he,
shooting.
I believe that was into.
I think he's shooting Fen there.
I believe
How
he
else was
was.
he getting 4 dice? I don't know why he would take the shot at Fen.
Perhaps hope for some lucky.
I think I still would have kept the pressure up on Asajj.
Getting a target lock.
Sorry?
And spending the focus, getting a triple hit from Fen into Boss.
3 hits.
And there it
Three
is.
damage going through, so
That
it's
gets half
shields
points
down
on Boss.
Boss.
This puts Pete back in the game, I think.
Puts him in
Quite
the
solid
lead.
back.
Question
Quite
is,
solid.
can he get Asajj out of the corner? If you get Asajj out
He's
of the
double.
corner,
He's double stressed. I think Actor's smart enough to know that he'll just take the hit this turn because he still has his 3 full shields. Let him fly past double stress. Make it harder for him to come about. Perhaps he's corralling in the corner because he knows to clear the stress. He's got what 2, 3, 4 forward
Asajj
and
his
the
tokens there,
3
taking
banks
no
and
damage.
hearts, I think.
all his 3s are green, and he's also got a 2 straight and 4 straight.
Yeah, so that's right. I remember things sometimes.
So you'll probably actually see next turn, Actor's probably going to essentially block Pete's Asajj,
Yeah.
bring Bosk in.
So you're thinking perhaps like a 3 straight from.
Only because Pete should be doing a 3 hard next turn,
Yep.
and that's pretty much guaranteed to bump into Asajj.
Do you think we'll see the painted 5K from the Shadowcaster?
5k would be a very interesting option here, actually.
Well, he can't because it's,
Might just
it's a
hit on the
white
board.
maneuver.
We
For
have a
jump up
crit
for the
going from
Alliancer.
Bosk.
Ouch.
Our fancy new stream technology. We are
Direct hit.
direct hit, so that should put Bosk down to 4 hull.
Oh, wow. That puts Pete in a really nice position,
So
actually.
Bosk probably only has 1 more turn of shooting left in him.
Yeah, he needs to seriously get half points on that Asajj at minimum.
So Actor's probably better at judging distances than I am. I think he can probably fit a 5k here,
Yeah.
which would be
It's a
very
white
good.
for the Lancer, is it not?
5k is red
For the Lancer.
the Lancer.
He's double stressed.
That's Pete's.
It's Pete's. Yeah,
Pete's
yeah.
not got a K turn. Pete's probably going to 3 hard towards him, go
Right.
for a bump. Actor, he's confident, would go for the 5k, sleeping
Yeah.
behind. Bosk will probably 1 bank to the right, and just accept that Fen's probably going to kill him.
Yeah.
Or he can 1 bank to the left, try and still get a shot on Asajj, but threaten the 2 hard in from Fen.
Do you think he could perhaps 1 bank, burn out, slam 1 bank again? Try and delay Fen for a turn? Perhaps even get a
He
shot?
could, but it doesn't put him any closer to winning because it takes him out of the game against Asajj.
Right, that's a fair point.
And he really needs to try and get some hits on Asajj here.
So you're saying we're actually going to see the stop again, and then just burn out, slam into the stop maneuver?
Well, that's all well and good. He's still stressed, so he can't actually
Yeah,
stop.
well, you know, he just do a 2 forwards, 2
So
forward.
he's doing the 1 forward, which means if Pete is smart, he'll just try and ram into Asajj, deny Asajj shots for the turn.
Yeah. End up triple stress.
He'll probably still. He'll clear 1 stress, so he'll end up
course,
staying
yes.
double stressed. Unless he does a 3 bank and maybe clears that mobile arc.
Yeah.
And then he'll take the shot from Boski. Still has lats open, guaranteed.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
stress
true.
there.
Yeah.
And then he gets out of the corner. And that puts him in a much stronger position.
And
So you see your 3
yeah.
hard. 3 hard is probably going to leave him stranded in that mobile arc, so he's going to get double stressed again. And Sarge is just bumping nasties in the corner.
Oh yeah. I'm sure there is a whole section of Reddit that would love that, but
All 34.
yeah, man.
So Bosk may actually go for like a 2 or 3 straight here if he can clear that rock. Try and get a range 1 shot.
Yep.
And clearing his stress. Get a really solid shot in. Yep, your 3 straight. Try and
Yep.
get range 1. Get a solid 4 dice hit in. Go all in on it. He won't get Zuckus. Because he will get stressed by Sarge once again.
So what do we think Pete's done with Fen here? Do we think he's gone for a 2 hard would probably be alright?
2 hard would be
1
alright,
hard
but 2 hard was a very risky maneuver to do.
Yeah.
If it fits, a 2 bank was probably the way to go. 2 bank in towards the rock and then barrel roll it back
Yeah.
around it. And it probably keeps him out of arc as well. If he has done a 2 hard though, you can get maximum profit off it by doing focus and target lock, and you can probably kill Bosk.
Nice.
Interesting to see that a target lock was taken and not a focus. If Bosk's taken a focus, he still gets 2 rerolls of Dengar, so we do see
Yeah.
the 2 hard. Fair assumption, but it's always risky. I suppose Peace is just confident in the fact that Sarge is the target, not Fen.
Now, for those of you that can't tell, we just overheard Actor saying that he should kill Bosk. That Pete should kill Bosk, so we're going to watch Bosk actually get away with this on 1 health. That tends to be the way Actor operates.
With a focused target lock, there's a very high chance of Fen getting the 5 hits here.
Yeah.
And the 5 hits would guarantee kill him
Yeah.
on Bosk, but Bosk will still get his shot off this turn.
Yeah, I believe. Do you think he'll countermeasure, just throw that target lock off and hope Fenrir comes out?
Yep, he's doing it right now.
There it is. Beautiful.
Gives Bosk better chance of survival.
Yeah. Because it's an extra agility and it throws off the target
Extra
locks.
agility and discards the target lock. So that gives him 2 dice.
Oh,
Still surprised he didn't take the focus. Because he has Dengar for 2 rerolls. He could have rerolled his blanks and then still focus to get the 4 hits.
countermeasures on Bosk.
Countermeasures on Bosk.
And we'll get the card up for you in a moment, ladies and gentlemen.
So Actor here is just really hoping that he can get 1 more turn out of Bosk. Although it may be a little too late if a Sarge can just 3 bank pass next turn and try and get out of dodge.
Yep.
But he might still get 1 shot.
So if Pete wins this, do you think he'll be on stream all night again?
Potentially, but we might have to move the tables around and actually mix it up a bit, get some other guys on the stream.
Rob was too lazy to do that last week. I mean, he just couldn't be bothered copy-pasting other people's listings, so...
Yeah, if Pete wins this, we'll end up on stream all night again. So the last time we ran our event a couple of weeks ago, Pete was on stream for all 3 games.
Yep.
Could never leave.
Never leave at all.
We didn't let him. He's running dash
I
and a
believe
very
I was,
chunky hawk that time.
I believe I was his second round opponent that game, just reminding people that the only time I should beat the top table is to commentate it.
So we got a Bosk shot. Doesn't look like it did too much to a Sarge. It looks like man only gotten 2 hits through.
That's what it looked like to me. That is rather unfortunate. And here comes the Fenrir Pain Train.
So Fenrir built-in proton rockets coming through. He needs no blanks here to guarantee the kill on Bosk. And in true style, he's just rolled pretty much natties. He should have a focus.
He does have the focus. I would
He
spend it
should
now.
spend his focus and just rely on thrusters. No. So he's probably saving it in case a Sarge has a shot on him. I probably accept the fact that Sarge has a shot, knowing it's range 3.
If a direct hit goes through, he's still killed Bosk.
Structural -1 agility, so he's still alive. That's
Not terrible.
it's still pretty bad for Pete. That gives Bosk another turn on the table. He should have spent the focus.
No, because he'll be able to shoot him with a Sarge now, will he not?
That is true.
He only needs that 1 hit to go through because he
fair.
will only have 1 green die to stop it. But again, it's
That's fair. Forgot about a Sarge and that mobile firing.
and that'll do it.
So this
that's
is
his-
a
that's
Sarge
Actor's-
shooting at Dengar.
Fen? It'd have to be a Fen because it's Actor has
So spend a target lock there. He's probably spending it because he knows he kind of wants to kill a Sarge. Just get it out of the way.
And the focus
Fen,
thrust is in
understandably,
two-pack.
not taking damage at range 3.
It just tends to be what he does. And a Sarge, range running at...
Last time you said that actor, you rolled natties. So the way Pete has been rolling, boss should be dead here.
yeah.
Actor's gotten himself out of
Two hits
situations
to
like
guarantee
this
the
before.
kill, but one will most likely do it. Oh,
One hit.
oh,
hit.
oh,
Will
it's
Actor
getting
natty
ready.
his way out of it?
No.
He will not. Actor's
Dead
used up
bucks.
all his powers. Actor does have a
to
reputation
be
for rolling
fair,
natties in a critical turn.
To be fair, he has probably used those powers in Nax and store champs, so does he really care about some rando store?
He probably
compliment?
does. The last time he was here, he also won our tournament.
That's true.
He's probably just wanted to keep up his reputation.
Yeah, that's fair.
Show up the scrubs.
Well, I don't think he will be winning after tonight because I
So
don't
he's
think
behind. He's got 10 minutes, and he has to pick a target. He needs 2 damage to get half points on a Sarge, but that will only give him 43 versus 49. So he has to kill a ship here. So the question is, does he change targets to Fen and just try and get one good shot off and wreck Fen?
I think he does. I think if he's 3 or 2 hards in, he'll be able to have his mobile arc stress Fen unless Fen pulls out through the mustache rock and the big rock, which he should do, but even a 2 hard from Fen, 2 hard right from Fen, pull away from the fight.
If I was Pete, I would be 2 harding right with Fen and 3 banking with a Sarge. And just try and reposition, get some distance.
Yep.
Time is on your side here.
But does Pete realise that is the ultimate question?
Pete is typically a player that will probably just keep playing for the kill. Having said that, there's nothing wrong, especially with aces. You need to know when to pull out, reposition. If you get in too close, it's very easy for you to get bumped.
I believe
3
that's a
hard,
bump.
that's probably a bump. Just because of the angle on a Sarge.
And
So
that's,
he's going to be sitting there. It's not terrible for him. Sarge may... don't agree with doing a 3 hard there.
that's a very interesting maneuver.
There's risky, realistically...
Also, is that also a bump? I think it is.
I think that, in theory, it's probably a bump, but it might squeeze in there. Squeezes in.
Oh, that's tight.
Only clears 1 stress. However, he's going to get stressed again, and I don't think his mobile arc will be able to give him a shot on act as a Sarge. Might be close.
To the right,
might
I
clip
think.
the corner.
Yeah, I think he will.
Yep, and
there's
Pete
the
wisely
round.
turns out reposition. Still think it would have been better for him to 3 bank a Sarge. Then he would have distance to
Yeah,
run
'cause he'd be
here,
about
get
up
out,
here,
come
yeah.
back in. He could have 3 or 4 straighted, 3 harded, and come back
Yeah.
around that big rock in the corner, top right.
Yep.
And wisely he is
boosting
boosting
away.
away with Fen. Keep that distance up.
Now, will he double
probably-
reposition for the sake of double repositioning?
If he is going to push here, he should take the focus just to be sure, or he can barrel roll right in front of the rock. Maybe squeezing left.
I think he is choosing to not push.
It's fair. He might
Stress and actor is stimming.
stimming. He realizes he needs to get some hit-ins on a Sarge. He's probably just going to try and get half points on the Sarge here.
Yep.
Make it as close as possible. That way he still gets 97 MOV.
Yep.
And that still gives him a solid shot going forward to place fairly well.
Is that 2 or 3 hits to almost up?
Oh, 2 crits going through.
Oh.
So it was 3 hits. 2 crits going through on a Sarge. This is a big deal.
So we got a
Sounds
console,
like console fire.
and thrust control
thrust
fire.
control
Oh,
fire.
that's triple
So
stress.
thrust control gives him another stress immediately. It's very bad.
Oh, that's rough.
Console, which means he also can't flip console fire down. So some unlucky rolls here could actually see a Sarge die over the next couple of turns.
Yeah. And knowing Pete's dice now will be the time that they decide to betray him.
Well, he just rolled double eyes when that's pretty rough.
Those hits are
No
going to
tokens
start
to be
coming to
seen.
bite him in the ass, I think.
Question is here though, is there enough time for Actor to come back around and finish the job on a Sarge? Sarge probably has a couple turns where he's
I think since he's triple stress, what Pete needs to do is realise that he's not going to clear it anytime soon. Man up, 5 forward over the rock, get as much distance as possible.
he probably 3 hard left and achieve a similar effect though.
Yeah.
You don't want to be doing further potential damage to yourself by going.
Yeah,
for the
that's
rock.
fair.
Like you're increasing the number of rolls where you'll just die. So Sarge, understandably coming around, and he is turning out.
And there he is, 3 hearts to the left.
3 hearts to the left will clear 1 stress.
Gets him back in the game potentially soonish.
Actor's still going to have a range 3 shot here. He might be able to ping through a damage
That would be good.
because there's still no tokens. And now he won't be able to stress for lats. So he's rolling natural dice. Interesting, Sarge is coming, Fenn's 1 harding coming back around to joust a Sarge.
That's probably a terrible idea.
It's very interesting.
Now what we have to keep in
Immediately,
mind
Sarge
is
is probably
that,
going to hard turn in next turn and
Yep.
try and cut back through the center and
Yep.
catch Pizza Sarge towards the end of the game. Pete maybe just doing some janky repositionings here to take time.
Yep.
Actor, understandably, picking up the pace a bit. He really needs to make sure he gets enough turns here. They need to remember console fire though.
Yeah.
Console fire.
This is rough.
Console fire is a mandatory effect.
It sure is. And there it is.
And he took a damage.
Didn't roll it in the dice box.
Is that a hit pick? So drop it 4, shouldn't it?
Sarge is bleeding, but she's not out of the fight yet.
So a couple more of those would be very rough for Pete. That makes it potential for a Sarge to just come in. Sarge is probably, active Sarge probably 3 harder than 5 straight next turn.
Yep.
Just try and pin Peter's Sarge in the corner and get that couple more turns of shooting.
Yep.
We've got 4 minutes left, so time is not necessarily in Actor's favour here.
It's definitely gonna
Really, if he gets shots on his Fen, he probably should skip them. Not worth taking him. He probably can't one-shot Fen. He really needs to get those shots on his Sarge. You got 4 minutes, guys. Yep, so there's the 3 hard, setting up for a 5 straight next turn.
Yeah, and I think we'll see Pete probably 3 hard to the right.
Pete should actually slow roll through the corner a bit.
So 3 banking.
3 bank puts him close for a 3 hard next turn, but he's very limited greens in that regard.
Yeah.
It puts him in a rough spot for next turn.
Almost like flying an ace, I suppose, isn't it?
It is, except
big.
you're on a big ship.
Yeah.
And 3s are very big on a big ship.
Shit, yeah.
Fen coming around.
Will we see
You might see
a
him boost in, try and get a shot. You can boost barrel roll, try and get a shot, but it's unmodified and he can get latsed. But it probably leaves him open to be able to
Perhaps
do a
just
1 hard and
just
come
the
behind.
boost, maybe. And if he gets the shot, he gets the shot.
It's probably worth taking the barrel roll here. I would barrel roll forward, not backwards though. Because you want to make sure your 2 hards open next turn to come in behind.
Yeah.
Your other issue is if he clears your stress, you want to be able to take that 1 hard, and you probably can't take that 1 hard from you. So I would have barrel rolled all the way forward.
Yep. I agree
And
with
then
that.
you can use your 1 hard, stay nice and tight to that rock, boost in behind a Sarge. Pete's dice are not
natty.
giving out for him though. He is absolutely
Getting Lone Wolf.
punishing Actor. Actor
That
using
was-
Lone Wolf, Focus, and Lats probably only takes 1 hit here. So that's the issue with Push the Limit. Sarge gets very tanky, especially with Lone Wolf. Actor has built a Sarge to be a very beefy in-game ship. And if Pete had had a target lock there, he probably would have countermeasured as well.
Yep. Still taking
Actor
that.
guarantees dialing that 5 straight. He needs that shot on the Sarge.
Yeah.
Guys, throw console fire again.
Mate, these guys, the scrubs, they even have the crit token out and
Have the
they're
crit
forgetting it.
token and forgetting it. That's a
doesn't-
focus, no damage. So that is the spectators saying you should put a crit token out and laughing when there's already one there and they're still forgetting.
Yeah.
It's the issue with the Sarge. She's a very big ship and she hides tokens quite well.
Yeah.
Pete's probably potentially going to have to do a 2 hard here to make sure he doesn't go off the board. So we're going to do a 2 hard with Fen as well. Actor probably only has this turn to try and kill a Sarge though. So he needs that 5 straight, he needs that focus, and he just needs some luck on his side.
Yep.
Console fire, putting 1 more damage through would be extremely helpful for him.
It would be quite hilarious if we saw a
Probably
3
got a range 2 shot coming out of this as well though.
Is that a 2? It's the 3. Or...
He's checking the 3 to see if it was going to fit, and it essentially was.
But it's the right call.
Too hard. Still,
that is tight. That is tight.
That's potentially still a range 3 shot though.
Which would work in Pete's favour.
Works in Pete's favour.
Just another die that he can throw down.
This is definitely going to be the last turn though. So, question is, can if does a Sarge
the real question is, dear viewers, will they forget console fire again?
3 hard. I don't like seeing a 3 hard out of Fen there.
Yeah.
Only because it throws him out very wide, and admittedly in face with that rock, he probably should just take the token here, knowing it's the end of the round.
20 seconds, guys. This is the last turn.
If he'd done it too hard in the boost, he would have been lined up already there and would have had to barrel roll. Or if he'd barrel rolled forward the turn before, he could have won.
They actually rolled for console fight. Well, there you go.
I don't think a damage went through.
I don't believe it did. And
double check range there on Fan. He's probably range 2, not range 1. Pete getting excited.
Well, as a fellow Fenrir round player, I can understand that.
Clearly,
like
he should have Inquisitor's ability.
That would be bonkers.
Actor probably should have popped countermeasures there anyway to get the dice just for reasons.
Yeah.
And just conserve health as much as possible.
Just for BM.
Just so that he only loses by 3 points.
Indeed, yeah.
3 hits here. Blanks could do it.
It'll be close.
So he's rolled 1 of 8. He's got a hit crit. So that won't kill him unless it's major direct.
Oh, what do we got?
Like a direct hit puts him at 1.
Whoa. That's rough. And there it is. That's game.
So Pete is going to win by 3 MOV.
God,
very close game. Had this been a full 75-minute game, though, I think Actor has it.
Yep, definitely.
Kills Asajj and sells a very tanky Asajj left in the board.
But as Rob, our technical support man, would know, that speeding doesn't count. So should we get interviews from the winners? Or?
We can get interviews while I go get scores if you'd like to do this.
Yeah. Player interviews, come on. Alright, Pete, you are back on the interview table again, man. Like, this is like your 4th game in a row that you've been on stream. What's your secret? Do you give like Rob handies under the table, chuck him a bit of money, like... He mashes it.
I really didn't want to get on there against Actor.
Yeah, but you won. But you won. Like,
I'm 1-0 against Actor, and it's on stream.
Yeah, it's recorded for posterity.
I think I've got to be on stream.
All like 100 of our subscribers are going to see this. Only 10 of them are probably going to know who Actor is. But you got you've done good, man. Like, fucking good on you.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, well, my temperature's probably about 100 degrees right now.
Yeah. Oh, bro, you're probably at 200 beats per minute in that heart, man. Pounding out of your chest.
Mate, Actar's got a reputation.
Yeah.
And every time he gets something, I'm wondering what the hell he's doing to me.
Yeah, well, you know, that's Actor. He's always surprising you. Alright. Thanks for the interview, Pete. We'll get Actor down here now. How you going, Actor, mate?
I'm good.
What happened? You're supposed to preserve your record here, mate. You're supposed to come first every week.
No.
What are you doing, mate?
No, it was all
you
good.
lost by 3 points. Come on.
No, it was fine. It's a 60-minute game here. On a 75-minute game, that's what the Sarge is for.
Yeah, that's what Nick was saying. But
Another 15 minutes.
Yeah, you would have definitely had that in another 15 minutes.
So I knew once. The thing is, he lost his 6 so early.
Yeah,
that was crazy. First roll.
Right? It was.
But that's what Bosk is designed to do, and he's there to kill those guys.
Yeah. And he did it well.
The only thing I would have changed in this game is I would have probably should have focus fired on Asajj with Bosk. The 2 shots I used on Fen.
Yeah.
If I'd have doubled down on Asajj, I would have got her earlier.
Yep.
But I didn't think about the 60-minute timer here.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah.
So that's it. But look, it's good. Look, well done. Ben did well. He played well.
Yeah.
From my point of view, the ship does what it was. I mean, look, Asajj is a monster. She's still got countermeasures. She's not shield.
That was.
Yeah, she's a monster. So I'm happy with it because on a proper game, you catch the points, you get it. So yeah, no, it's good. It's interesting. I don't know how well I'll run Bosk again.
Yeah.
But he's just a bit of fun. It's old school.
yes.
He's old school Bosk.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd just take it and have some fun.
Yeah. Quick, let's bring up the Shadowcaster title since
Yeah.
it's our shoot last. Do you enjoy throwing rookies on rocks?
Oh, that's what it's there for. The only reason the Shadowcaster title's there for is to deal with Wookiees and it's to deal with aces now.
Yeah.
If one goes in and you can get them, you try and dense out the rocks in the middle if you can.
Yeah.
And then if they're coming near you, that's an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, he did well. He kept his fen away from Massage. And he knew that if you gave me a range 2, there was a danger.
Definitely.
So it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Thanks, Eddie. Good luck
Thanks,
for the rest
man.
of the night.
No worries.
We're gonna go live.
You're gonna go live. Oh.
Stream.
Yeah, actually stream. Let me have a piss first.